Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a majestic moment. If you've reached this corner by an accident, even on purpose, thank you. Welcome. Welcome to this conversation that we're about to have. My name is LA, and I'm your hostess. This is a channel where we can discuss and talk and kind of just um, congregate and converse with each other about everyday things that are going on or everyday things that we've experienced that we need to fix within ourselves or we need to alter within someone else. So we need to start with ourselves. Welcome again. Like, subscribe, share, comment if you'd like. We're going to have some fun. We're going to dig deep too. We all can learn from one another. I can teach. You can learn. You can teach. I can learn just off of the strength of your comments. So definitely do so if you feel touched and led to do so. So today we're going to talk about how some of us need to get our shift together. Ooh, get your shift together. And I say that because this is a moment, this is a time in life, period, everywhere, where elevation and growth and glowing up is at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high because people are coming into this place in this phase and this understanding that, they need to be the boss of themselves. So in order to do that, in order for that to exist, you need to go within. You need to go within and you need to prioritize and put in order things that need to be, in the orders that they need to be in. The things that need to be in first place, your to-do list. Put it in order and put it in order of importance. And you execute and you check things off as you execute them. So first and foremost, you need to go within and you need to understand who you are, what you're made of, what makes you tick and talk, and what you like and what you don't like, and just where you want to be in life, who you want to be in life, right? So you go within and you dissect yourself, and you create a whole science project for yourself. You dissect yourself, you look at all the parts, all the inner parts, you look at the parts that are supposed to look like this, the parts that are supposed to look like that. And we're all unique and we're all different and we all have our own, being and existence and way of being and way of existing. So things are going to be a little different, but primarily for the most part, things are going to be the same, right? So you dissect and you see everything that's in there and what it's connected to and how it ticks and how it works and how it talks and what makes it stop. And you figure all that out. And then you figure out what it is that you need to do to alter the things that don't work quite the way you need them to work for the whole system to come together and work fluently, right? So when you go within and you figure out who you are and what you need to fix and you make your to-do list and you start executing things one by one, when you get to the place where you're at the end of that list, then it's time to get your shift together. Together. Not together, together. Get your shift together. Because at that point, everything else around you is going to change. And it'll need to change. Why? Because you're different now. You dissected yourself. You worked on that science project. You dissected yourself. You opened yourself up. You acknowledged what needed to be fixed, what needed to be altered. And you did that. And you did it. So now everything else around you needs to change. From the people that you entertain, that you allow to entertain you, from the places you go, to the things that you converse about, to what you eat, to what you wear. Everything about you needs to change. And you can't do everything at once. You poof, I'm somebody else. And it doesn't work like that. Not at all. So what you have to do now is what occupies you the most. Whether this is your job, the people you're around, the places you go, whatever it is that you do the most of in your life, you need to find out whether or not it still serves a purpose for you. Does it serve a purpose for your higher? Does it touch your soul? Are you touching anybody else's soul? Yeah. So you have to address things and you have to now match it up and see if it is perpendicular or if it's parallel to now who you are. And you have to make changes within all of that. And once you get to that place where, okay, I've dissected myself, I did all that, I changed within me, within me, what I need to change within me, because I'm real with myself, right? I'm the type of person that somebody could say something to me, and I'm going to sit there if it doesn't even register at that point. But for the most part, I'm going to sit there and be like, you're right. You're right. I'll give you that. One thing I'm not is a hater. And anybody that knows me will tell you that wholeheartedly. I give respect where it's given. A lot of people respect me because of the realness that I possess and portray and offer. Because it's there. Like, there's no role being played. There's no script being read. I'm looking right in your eyes. I'm looking right at you. This is coming from the top. From the top. So, you know, you got to be real with yourself. That's step number 0. And that's a number. So that's step number 0. You have to be real within yourself. You have to know when something touches your soul, when your intuition just says something to you. You have to respect that. And sometimes we're stuck in a place where we're so into our ego and so into our own pride that we hear it and we still ignore it. We'll hear something in a situation with someone and we're like, no, it's not that. And sometimes we'll even say it out loud to ourselves to convince ourselves even more that what our intuition just told us is not what it is, right? So you have to be real within yourself. You have to know that the only person that's going to be affected if you're not is you. You. So being real within yourself should come naturally. It doesn't for a lot of people. It's a lot of sucker shit out there. And, you know, it's prevalently seen just as much as people being real. Both ends of the spectrum exist, right? So once you dissect everything and once you, understand who you are, like, and you accept that and swallow that, and that's what it is, and you change who you are, and you're not changing who you are for anybody else. You're changing who you are because now you understand what you want and where you want to be in life and what you want to do and who you are. So, once you come to that realization, obviously things around you aren't what are necessary for you to get to that place, which is why you had that aha moment. So you have to alter things. So, once you get through all that and you get to the stage of now altering everything around you, that's considered getting your shift together. I don't understand what people think with that statement, or, that saying, it meaning, the mate that you have, whether you're a guy or whether you're a female, the person you're dealing with on an intimate level, that's not getting your shifts together at all. At all. That's one of the last things that you need to worry about in this whole movement, in this whole process of getting it all together. That's last. You have to focus on self. You have to focus on you. You have to understand and know that I have to be whole and create myself and be the boss and the best person I could be. I mean, a boss. And not a boss because, you know, you dictate people at a job, because you tell them what to do as, an employer. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just being your highest self, thinking so positively, on vibrating on such a high, and being in that place where you know exactly who you are. You suck the air out of the room when you walk into an atmosphere. Oh, I know what that feels like. And I'm not the flyest, finest, most, you know, beautiful being in the world. I'm not bad. And I'm definitely having a bad hair day. That's why I have on this hat. But it's all good because it matches my blazer. Ow. But anyway, you know, once you're vibrating and you're glowing so high, and nobody can tell you anything because you already know. Oh, I know. You don't say it because you're humble, and you keep yourself on a, level where you respect people and you respect what you offer and who you are. So you stay humble with it. But you already know. I already know. I know it's a few of you out there like, yup, yes, sis, say that. Say that. Whether you a guy or a girl, you know when your shit is right. So when you walk and you move, and everything you do just exudes that, yeah, you got your shift together. Because you know who you are and you can get whatever you want. Whatever you want, you can manifest whatever you want, because you're vibrating in such a high frequency, in such a high place, in such a great place, that you bring life to other people. Oh my God. When you can bring life to other people, you are a powerful being. Powerful. Because everybody can't do that. You can't just, you know, walk in a place and everybody just rubs you the right way and it's, oh, everybody in here, okay, like, yo. No, you're going to scan and look and see who's who and what's what. And your energy is going to show you who's who and what's what. If you're anybody like me who's awoke and who has their shift together. Oh, and trust me, it took me to go through some situations. I've been there. Oh, I've been around the ringer a few times. I've dated narcissistic people. I've dated people that just want to use you for everything that you have because they don't have anything what they portrayed they had. They don't. Liar. So, I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just talking and trying to give you advice on something I have no knowledge on. I'm talking from the real. I've been there. I've had to pick myself up a few times. And there were a few times that were dark. Oh, oh, dark. I mean, like, I don't even want to explain it because that's not even the energy I'm trying to give this video, but I mean dark. And I had to pull myself up out of there. I had to lean on source, heavy, heavy, and get up out of that. But I did that because part of it was I knew myself. I know deep down inside who I really am. And this situation wasn't right. It wasn't allowing me to feel how I needed to feel and be who I needed to be. But, long story short, I've been there. This is not just talk. This is experience. I have been there. So you pick yourself up. You put yourself back together. You get it right. You become the person that you know you can be, that nobody else even knows yet, because you've spent time within yourself. We've all been through those situations. Some of us are probably going through those right now and needed to hear this. Like, needed to hear this. Like, here's some food, here's some power pellets, here's some nourishment, here's some nutrients, here's some protein. Eat this. Some of us needed this because we're right at that place where we're about to open ourselves up and dissect ourselves because we need to get our shift together. So at the end of the day, once you get to that place where you got your shift together and you vibrating so high and you know how to control your emotions. See, once you can control your emotions, you can do anything. You can do anything. It's not to say to ignore them. It's not to say to act like you don't feel a certain way, because we were given these emotions for a reason. We have to get through life. Life has so many peaks and valleys that you're not on a plateau. You're not just constantly going and, my life is constantly this. I'm always at a happy, boring ass place because it never changes and I know what to expect. It's all, known because it's always this. No, that's not life at all. At all. What? At all. So we're given feelings and emotions so we can gauge where we are with what we're going through and get through it. God gave us that. Oh, thank you, God. God gave us that. Everybody has it. And you're born with it. It's an innate thing. You don't learn and you don't develop. You're born with it. As a baby, when you're smiling and you're happy and you can't even understand what the person that had you is saying to you, you still smiling, you're still laughing and bobbing your head and giggling and drooling and throwing up. Right? So we're born with that. And it's okay. Go through what you need to go through. Feel what you need to feel. Those feelings are there for that reason. Feel what you need to feel. Eat it up, digest it, grind it up, and then get rid of it. Get rid of it. Do not hold on to it. Do not save it for a rainy day. Do not put it in the freezer. Do not seal pack it. Do not do anything to it, but get rid of it after that. Because it's pointless. The situation is gone. Now we're in the phase of what the answer to the situation is, what the solution to the situation is. Don't stay stuck in those feelings, because you'll stay stuck in those feelings. You'll stay there. You got to come up out of it, right? So once you go through all that and you get yourself right, and you keep telling yourself, I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. You play the role of knowing who you are. Actually do it and create a whole new, brand new, bubbled up, just fly ass person. Glow up so high that you look like the sun. Because who I can't even see. Yup. And people have no choice but to respect you. Not that you were disrespected prior to that. Not that people didn't respect you prior to that. But now it's a demand. And it's a demand because I worked on this. I fixed this. I created this. I molded this. I made this. Like it. Right? Bossy. Like it. So at the end of the day, get your shift together. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about anybody else. Get your shift together. Do what you need to do. Put yourself on the schedule. Put your head down. Put your head down. Block everything else out. Block everything else out. All you see is what's in front of you and what you need to do. And in the midst of it, take care of yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself give yourself genuine love. You get to benefit from it and you're giving it to yourself. So it's whole, it's real, it's good, and it's exactly what you need. You know what you need. Love yourself. Take your bubble baths with your flowers in it, and your bath just smells so sweet. I love doing that. That just make me feel like a bottle of Cristal, just bubbly and shiny and just sweet and just intoxicating, right? Get yourself whatever you need, and be well. Get well, stay well. Get your shift together, man. Get your shift together. It's that time. It's that time. It's the end of 2020. This was a crazy year. Crazy. But this was the year that you were supposed to elevate. Come up out of whatever it was that was hindering you, that was keeping you down and suppressed in a place you did not need to be. Dissect yourself. Rearrange everything around you. Boss up. I mean, boss up. Like, when you walk in a room, when you walk in a place, but people can see you coming from afar. I remember this guy told me this, and I didn't know him. He just walked up to me. I was at a restaurant waiting for my food at a counter. And he walked up to me and put his arm on the counter right next to me and was like, I seen you coming from afar. And I just looked at him like, okay. But how he broke it down and what he said to me after that made me look at myself a little bit more, a little bit higher, a little bit bigger, because somebody else was telling me that. And it was like, well, wow, I wasn't even seeing myself. How you just broke it down like that. But okay, thank you. And he bought my food. Thank you. But at the end of the day, get there. Get your shift together. Get your mind right. Get your surroundings correct. Get everything in order you need to get in order. And live and bust wide through that shit. Like, live. Enjoy that shit. Eat good food. Wear good linen. Do fun things. Take trips. Go see the world. Go see the different things God created outside of the place that you live. And just live your life. Live your life. I promise you, everything will change. You'll look at life so much different and so much better. Your situations won't weigh you down as much because you're looking at things different. You won't, react to everything. You'll respond to it because you know how to control your emotions. It all starts within you. But thank you. Thank you for coming to my corner and experiencing this majestic moment. I'm LA. Bang. Come back. Let's chat. Thank you. Have a good one.